Welcome to the No Lines podcast, where nothing is scripted except the parts that are. Now, let's get to it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the No Lines podcast. I am your host, Dante Rivera.
And I am your co-host, Ryan Nelson.
Ryan, I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm not in the best mood right now. Not in the
Why is
greatest
that,
mood.
Dante? Tell me about it.
Today, my class was not fun, Ryan. I'm in a lighting technology class right now. I'm a theater major, for those of you who don't know. And I'm doing a lighting technology class. And it starts at 10 a.m., which isn't bad. You know, I have earlier classes, like at 9 a.m. So 10 a.m. feels it's still early, but it's whatever. My problem is it starts at 10, Ryan. And the class is slated, it's scheduled to go to like 1 p.m. Today it ended at 12:45. Ryan, that's a 2 hour and 45-minute online class.
Well, what took 2 hours today? What took that long?
I'm glad you asked, Ryan. Let me teach you let me learn you some theater, Ryan, today.
I'm glad you're paying attention.
Yeah. we were doing like light plots and kind of schematic designs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So basically, I don't know if you've ever seen a light plot before. Theater, have you? Maybe. Yeah, we're basically just learning how to read them, like the professional ones. We're looking at some real work they've done at like Tuts and other like professional theaters in Houston. So we got to see the actual kind of like the grids of like how they hang the lights in like those theaters, and they're like, yeah, okay, so this is what they look like. This is basically it's like it's like a map. They have like their own like little legend on the side, mm-hmm. and it's just showing how to. How they like design them and organize it basically. There's like instrument schedules, channel hookups. I'm looking at my notes right now. But it's a lot. It was a lot today, and they just kept going. This is a lot more to it. And I'm not a tech guy. I'm more of a performer. So this was like harder for me. I don't know, man. It was just tough.
You did lights though in high school. I remember you did some lights before.
I did. But it wasn't to this scale. And to be honest, I had a lot of help. Like I barely did any of it. I don't think any class should go on for that long. You know, there's science, like research that goes into this. Like people are only like able to be their maximum productivity for like 50 minutes or something like that, and they need like a good break or whatever.
Something should be done about this.
Something should be done about this.
It's too bad we're just going to talk about it on the podcast and then, not do anything about it. But, someone should do something about this.
Yeah, it's not going to be us.
Yeah, it'll never be us. Let's be real. Maybe like if there's a change.org, like maybe I'd sign it.
Start a petition.
Yeah, but if it like asked me to sign in or something, like, I don't know.
No. That's too much. Okay, I don't care that much.
I'm like, oh, I don't want to have to unsubscribe from like an email, because every single website has got a thing like that. Second you sign in, you're getting emails, like
newsletters
daily.
Every day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just spam.
There's always a catch.
Yeah, doesn't even have to do with like what they're doing at change.org. It's like,
exactly.
Hey, you sign this petition for classes, and then it just like
there's always a catch. You know what? I want to say something, Dante. I have a complaint about you and a lot of other people.
About me? You have beef with me, Ryan?
I do, because we don't like just improvise what we're going to talk about right before the podcast. All right,
dude, you're giving away our secrets, Ryan.
It's important.
Exposing us.
It's important for my point.
Okay.
So we were talking about, Dante was like,
I want to get something off my chest.
And when I wrote it on our little sheet of like topics, I said Dante complaining. He said, "Why'd you say it like that?"
Yeah, I was like, Ryan, why do you got to put complaining? I didn't say I wanted to complain. I said I wanted to vent.
But it is a complaint.
Talk about my day.
It's a complaint. And here's the thing. I feel like the word complaining just has a negative connotation on it, just in general. Because whenever I try to complain, and granted, like I probably do complain a little bit more than I should sometimes, but whenever I do complain, I wish people would just say, that sucks, instead of trying to like put a positive spin on it for me. You know what I mean? Like,
elaborate.
Okay. I got in someone's car the other day, and their sister got in the car, and when she got in, the car like was like a smell bomb. Like she got in and it was just perfume. It was like, poof. It was just like Yeah,
Can't.
it was like over the hedge when they open the freaking cheese like chips, and then like there's like a giant explosion of cheese.
You know that episode of SpongeBob where they're going through the mall and they're just being sprayed in the face with like 30 different samples?
Yes, that's what it felt like. And I said to my friend as a joke, because it wasn't like horrible, it's just perfume. I said to my friend, "Oh man, your car's gonna smell now." Like that's all I said. And instead of turning to me and going like, "Yeah, I know," he goes, "I mean, like, dude, it's not that bad. Like, come on." I was just like, like, why? Like, why can't he even like have the smallest complaint? I didn't say she stinks.
What was he afraid of?
I don't know what he's afraid of.
Which was she okay with? I mean, how did you say it? It wasn't like in a mean way. Oh, dude, this perfume reeks.
No, it was like a fun way. It was
it's just strong.
It was like, "Oh man, dude, your car, it's like it's scented." No, here's what I said. I said, "Oh man, your car's scented now."
That's funny. I would have laughed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I said scented. I didn't say it stinks. I didn't say that because it smelled good. It was just
Too
a
much.
lot. It was a lot.
In a small area like that, yeah, for sure.
And I think it's fun to poke fun at people like that when they have a lot of perfume on, because we just drove home from a boy's house too. So like part of me was like, that was also kind of the vibe I was going for. Like, oh, she's scented,
The Rock has his own TV show. Were you aware of this?
No, I had no idea until you told me about it.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the man, the myth, and the legend, has his own TV show on, I think, NBC, the Peacock thing.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It's a great show. I didn't know I needed a TV show about The Rock's life until it came out, and I was like, wow, I was missing this.
It's called Young Rock?
Young Rock. I think it's a funny name. Like, they could have done something a little bit more creative, like The Pebble or something, like, or I don't know. Just something cute.
It
like
says,
a miniature rock.
As Dwayne Johnson runs for president in 2032.
So basically the show's like, it kind of takes place in that kind of, I guess, alternative future, whatever. It's like, it's just The Rock like in his house or something like that. He's being interviewed by Jimmy Woo from WandaVision, that same actor.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, Jimmy Woo's in it, bro. The Woo.
You're joking.
I think the actor's name is like Randall Park or something like that. No, but so he's just sitting down in his house and like Jimmy Woo's interviewing him, and like he's just talking about his life. And he's actually giving some pretty cool life lessons of stuff that he's learned. And The Rock actually has a really cool heritage. Like his dad was a professional wrestler, and his dad's black, and his mom is like I think it's Polynesian, like the Hawaiian Pacific Islander, like native islander. And so like those two genes combined beautifully to give us Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's like 6'12" or whatever. I don't even know.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but for me, trying to find out The Rock's ethnicity was like one of the hardest things ever. It was like, I feel like you just couldn't find it on the internet. Like I'd read his whole Wikipedia page, couldn't find it.
Really?
Couldn't find it. I just straight up Googled it. Couldn't find it. It wasn't anywhere. I feel like for me, this show was created just to answer that.
Just for you. He spent like hundreds of like thousands of dollars just to answer his ethnicity question.
Because I was just curious. I was like, oh, what is he?
He's 100% like upper crust mantle of the earth. The Rock. That was a bad joke. I'm so sorry. I thought it was clever. I don't know.
Some bits just don't work, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
Dante, I say plenty of stupid things.
I know you do, Ryan, but I love you for it anyway.
I edit this, so I'm not gonna cut out your bad joke, but
oh, really? You're gonna let me bomb?
My accents thing I was just complaining about, I'm cutting.
I was gonna say, like, Ryan, you probably should have thought that bit a little bit more through, just a little bit.
Like when I said it, I was like, God, that's pretty offensive, but it's getting cut.
It's funny because he mentions like when he was in high school, he was already like he looked like a fully grown man, like as a freshman. Like he said, kids thought he was like a narc, like an undercover cop, like 21 Jump Street type stuff. He had like a full grown. He was like Adrian with his beard almost, except just a full grown mustache. Yeah. As a freshman, and he was already like 6 foot, like a 200 pounds.
I would kill for that though. Both of us. I would kill for that now, Dante.
Like just having The Rock physique.
Looking like a man? Are you kidding me? I'm just like, I look like I might be in college. Like if someone sees me at a high school event, they're like, okay, yeah, he's a senior. You know what I mean? Like I'm borderline.
I get that. I feel like if I were to shave and walk into high school, people just wouldn't question it.
No, exactly. Like how did genetics like get to that level? Like, can we just like You know how they like breed dogs? Could we have like
You're trying to breed humans?
Well, I was getting to that.
What do you want to? What's your plan to breed humans, Ryan? What do you want to accomplish with this?
Well, it involves The Rock. First of all, it involves The Rock and Adrian.
Oh no!
People who get beards in high school, people who are over 6 foot, like their freshman year, you know, just naturally have like built-in muscle. You know, at least for guys. You know,
that'd be a superhuman. That'd be the first superhero.
Yeah. Let's put ethics aside here, okay? Let's say like everyone's cool with it. And okay, and like I just want to say on the ethics thing, I know I said just put it aside, but like it wouldn't be the kind of thing where you have to like have sex, right? It's like a sperm kind of thing. It's like a sperm bank. But sort of like a forced sperm bank. But ethics
You're
aside,
really thinking about this. You're really thinking about this.
In practicality, like could that work? Here's an even bigger question, Dante. Let's say okay. So,
let me hear it. Come on, say it.
I want to connect this to plants, all right? So, you know how humans have been selectively breeding plants for generations, for hundreds of years to get like the modern banana, right?
No, I wasn't aware.
Okay, fuck you.
I think you just made a huge leap, Ryan. You went from people to plants.
Dante,
where are you going? Okay,
I'm going somewhere.
I'm strapping in. I'm strapping in. I'm strapping in. All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Open your mind. Open your mind up, all right?
It's wide open for you.
People have been selectively breeding plants for years, and I'm going to talk about bananas here, all right?
Okay.
So if you look at like the original like banana, it's like this small little pecker with like a bunch of seeds in it. But a modern banana doesn't even have seeds in it, all right? And it's massive nowadays, all right? I mean, you've had a banana, it's delicious. It was not bananas. That delicious. Bananas are
good
delicious.
K-stick, yeah.
But they were not this delicious back in olden times, right?
For sure.
Right.
I could see that.
So,
okay,
we'd start there, right, with my selective breeding campaign with The Rock and just other like people
Adrian.
who are like smart and like well built, have like you know like a good amount of hair on them.
Adrian's got that beautiful Italian hair, bro. Can we talk about this real quick?
Shout out to Adrian at OMG Pacini. All right,
Adrian Pacini, man, he's got great thick like Italian hair. It can do anything. It looks good like any way he styles it.
Dude, have you seen it recently? Like the flowiness of it. You gotta see it. I think
he posted something on Instagram. It's
ridiculous.
Looks
he can go from like he can do any hairstyle. Short, long, like perfectly like, you know, styled. It's ridiculous. But so anyway, we would selectively breed like a race of humans that way, right? Not like this is starting to sound like eugenics, but it's not.
This sounds like, didn't Hitler have a word for this?
No.
Wasn't it Aryans, right?
No. You could have like any ethnicity. I'm just saying for people who like want like features that you don't have, you know, it's that kind of thing. It's for things. Yeah. It's not saying one race is better than the other. This has nothing to do with race. Okay. It's just like
physique, like survival.
You take the best traits and you put them, and you can like pick. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Like when you when you want to have a child, you can like pick.
But maybe that's what makes humans beautiful, Ryan. Is that we aren't perfect.
It is, but I mean, I'm just saying, if we treat dogs a certain way, like just bear with me here,
Ryan. Okay. Are you comparing?
I'm not over. It's not over. So there's that, right? There's that. And then humans started to genetically alter plants more artificially, right? Before they bred the plants to make them better, now they can literally like tamper with the DNA in the seeds to make them like last longer, to be bigger, you know? Imagine we start doing that with humans. And I want you to think about this. You know, like where does it stop?
I don't know. That's crazy. I think I saw an ASAP Science video on YouTube about this. It was like genetically engineering superhumans, basically.
Yeah.
It was talking about like how some people already like today have like genetic mutations that make them like biologically more adapted to a certain environment. And they're saying, if we can find these like genetic markers in their DNA and then kind of extract that and then put that into like people or like embryos or something like that, then we can like start engineering and like basically like a video game, how you get to customize your own character. You can like do that with like a kid or whatever, which is insane. That's absolutely crazy, man.
And you know what I would do? I would like Like, imagine you like F with your kid, right? Like, you give him all these traits and you just give him like one good, like one thing. Because like yeah, like, he's perfect, but you want to make fun of him, right? So maybe you like throw in like red hair or something, you know?
That's so mean. Just red hair, man. And like, you're almost perfect. That's so mean. That's so mean, dude. I was just thinking, like, it's so funny. Like, imagine like your kid showing up to school, like, look at him. He's got default settings. Like, his parents can even afford an expansion pack for like bigger like arms or something. You're just getting bullied for that. Guys, stop.
No, but then there's the kids where they max out all the settings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, all the stats.
Yeah.
It's exactly like a video game.
Yeah, no, because I feel like you'd have to have some regulation over it. Because you know, some parents like you know, most parents would try and do the right thing for the kid, right? If you could like control sliders like that, you know, there'd be like one family out there who's just like messing with the kid and makes like the weird sim character with a giant head and tiny body, or like
yeah, someone's got to regulate that. Hey, come on, you can't do this to this kid. You're not setting him up for success. Yeah, like just maxing out like maximum head width.
If you had someone to like overlook you being created at birth, like who would you want that? Like it doesn't matter like when they were born or stuff. Like if you could like pick one person to like be that person, who would that be? Who do you trust enough to be like, no?
It's a good question.
Would you trust me? Not to like make you, but to this is for like not letting anything bad happen.
Yeah, I think I could trust you to like oversee, make sure I'm like proportioned properly. Like they don't max out my head width with like minimize like the body length. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I would trust you. Would you trust me, Ryan, to oversee your creation?
I don't know. You might do something as a meme. Yeah.
I think I would.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think you would too. Look, it's not just anatomy that you have control over, right, with this. It's like personality too. In my
personality?
Vision.
Okay.
So it's like I feel like most people would leave that default, right? The personality, but like you could alter it.
I think just to mess with you, one thing I would change about you just to piss you off would be like your eye color, because I know you're like super Dante. I have hazel eyes. I would just make them like completely like mostly brown with maybe like one tint of green in there. See, like Dante, look, I have hazel eyes. I'm like, I don't know, Ryan.
Just enough.
Looking pretty brown right now.
I think I might make you just like a little bit not fat, but like a little bit wider.
Okay, just my rib cage, like just a little bit bigger.
like your shoulders, like 2 inches broader. I think there's everything like body width 2 inches on each side, just long.
You're gonna make me look like a rectangle, bro. That'd be so annoying. That's just evil.
just like stout enough to like not be able to fit through a door.
Damn, that's evil. You know what, Ryan? I'm gonna mess with you then. You know what I'm gonna do to you, Ryan?
What would you do to me?
I would make sure all of your wisdom teeth come in, all 4. That way you have to get them all removed surgically.
Dude, I'd make sure that you were like blind as a dog. Like you'd have to wear glasses and contacts.
Both, just to see.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, then I would make sure that you just can't learn how to write with either hand. Like, you'll have your hands.
Oh, that sucks.
But you know how people are ambidextrous?
Yeah.
You're just going to be neither.
Neither.
You're going to have to use your foot or something to write.
You're going to smell a little bit too well. All right? Your sense of smell is going to be really good at the expense of all of your other senses.
So I'm gonna be wearing contacts and glasses. I'll be able to like smell people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it to where your perception of your body is way off, so you always stand just a little bit too close for comfort to people.
I'm gonna make sure your ass is not comfortable at all.
All right. I'm gonna give you big titties, Ryan. I'm gonna give you massive titties. I'm gonna give you double D's. How about that, man?
I'm gonna give you the fattest ass.
Oh no, not a fat, juicy ass. How could you?
I'm gonna give you a second. You're gonna get a second dick. All right?
2?
2 of them.
Thank you. All right, you know what? I won't complain about that. Thank
but like
you.
one of them is like dead. It doesn't do anything.
What? It's like what is that? A vestigial appendage or something like
it's
that?
cosmetic.
Cosmetic appearance.
Yeah.
Man, I think I would trust you totally, Ryan. Could you see The Rock running for president?
That wouldn't be so bad.
I would trust him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I think he'd be great with like foreign and diplomatic relationships. Like, I mean, domestic.
Yes, I was just thinking about that. Like, imagine like trying to threaten him,
You just couldn't. Like him standing next to like Kim Jong-un.
or like Winnie the Pooh in China.
Winnie the Pooh, what?
What the dictator in China looks like Winnie the Pooh. Hold on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Dude, where did you even get this from, bro? Where did you even see this at?
It's not that obscure. I swear, it's not that obscure.
I've never heard of this, man. Can you imagine America with like a government where it's like Kanye as president and his like running mate is like The Rock?
Dude, you know how there's like conspiracies out there that like Biden, since he's like so old, that there's like a shadow government.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like finding out that the shadow government is just The Rock.
I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone would be like, "Oh, okay,
all right.
yeah,
All right, all right. Oh man, all right. I could. That's fine.
yeah."
So, do you know what deepfake technology is?
I do. Basically, you know how Photoshop became a big issue, where people would like Photoshop images, and so news articles would come out where like, "Oh, this celebrity is." He's hanging out with this celebrity, and then it comes out, oh, it was just photoshopped. Never mind. Well, now technology has gone a step further to where there's software to where you can just get a video of someone, and like George Lucas is a famous deepfake. If you look this up, you can just grab anybody's face, and this AI technology will just put that face on someone else's face, and it can be in a picture or a video, and it's just perfect. I mean, you can't even tell that it's not real. That's why it's called deep fake.
No, yeah, and that's actually kind of why I wanted to talk about it. There's this TikTok that went viral. Well, there's two things I want to talk about. One, there's an account called Deep Tom Cruise or something like that. Tom Cruise or something along those lines. And it's a video of this guy who has deep fake technology on, like his face to look like Tom Cruise. And dude, it looks exactly like him. It looks exactly like he's over there like smiling, playing golf, and he has like 4 TikToks up, and he's just like messing around.
That's deep faked?
Yeah, you right? Are you looking at it right now?
I didn't know. No, I already followed him because I was like, oh my gosh, Tom Cruise is on TikTok. You're joking right now.
You already, dude. See, look, it tricked you, man. Like, isn't that scary?
I didn't know that it was fake until this very moment. What the hell, dude? I was like, oh, he sounded just like him too.
That's the scary part because anyone can do like an impersonation, but that's not Tom Cruise.
Feels so dumb.
That's not Tom Cruise.
And I was like, whoa, Tom Cruise isn't so weird. People talk about him as if he's so weird. Like, they always say he's a nice guy, but he's weird. But I was like, oh, this seems like he seems fun.
But that wasn't him, Ryan. That was a deep fake.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what's scary, is that it's getting hard to even like discern from like reality, like videos, and like if someone does something compromising or whatever and deep fakes someone's face onto it, they can frame them for like anything. But that's the thing too. People could put your face, even our face or anything, on like anyone or a video of people saying or doing something that's bad, and like it's just gonna be hard to like combat and say, oh, that's just deep faked, like that's just like bull. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I guess the only thing you can do against a deep fake when someone deep fakes you and you can't prove that it's wrong is just you deep fake them, saying, yeah, it was a deep fake.
Just get them to admit it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's deep fake. Really? Because I got a video. Got you right here in 4K. No, dude, that's just scary stuff. Like, honestly, like that's terrifying. That's truly terrifying. Even the fact that you thought it was real Tom Cruise, bro.
I know, that's sad.
Oh,
I was excited.
You didn't question his username, why it was Deep Tom Cruise.
No, I was just like, oh, the like official Tom Cruise and just Tom Cruise must be taken. I was thinking like he's gonna get deep on here.
You thought he was gonna like do some philosophical videos, some self-help.
Yeah, but it was just him playing golf, and I was like, oh, this is silly. All right, God.
Oh, I love you, Ryan. That's okay. Maybe he's gonna like give you some life advice. Answer fans.
What would Tom Cruise life advice be?
I feel like he could drop some wisdom. I feel.
Do your own stunts.
Yeah,
dude. I have a sad thing, actually.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
let me hear it. I'll be your little cheerleader.
On I know a couple episodes ago I said I was off dating apps, but I'm back on them now again because I'm addicted and it's fun. But
That's
so
not. That is sad, Ryan. Look at you. You said just when you think you're out, Ryan, they pull you right back in. What happened? What changed? What changed this time?
okay, so nothing like bad has happened. A lot of girls that I talk to on there don't respond until it's late. And many of my fundamental problems in life stem from the fact that I go to sleep at ridiculous times. So I've been going to bed at reasonable times. I go to bed at 10:45, okay? 10:45. Wow. Yeah. And I'm talking to this one girl who, she's really cool. But she like only texts right after I go to bed, right after I plug in and am asleep. So I'll send her something and I'll get it in the morning and she doesn't text back for like the whole day.
You're in high demand, Ryan.
Dude, and it's not me. I'm not, okay? Adrian, shout out to him again, made it for me. He made me my profile and everything's changed.
What did he do different to your profile that was like different than before? How did he boost you, Ryan? What did he do to make you more attractive?
Apparently, my profile. Okay, here's the thing. When I showed him my pictures and he didn't like, he liked some of them, but he hated most of them. Especially one where I thought that showing off my arms would be a good thing, right?
I think so.
And one of the pictures where I was showing off my arms, he showed it to me and he goes, Ryan, like, this doesn't make me want to swipe on you. It makes me think that you're gonna like hit and run.
Ooh, oh, you're getting off that vibe?
Yeah. And which I just thought it was a good picture of me. I didn't know it was giving off that vibe, but he said it was. And so he picked out some really weird but like fun pictures of me, and the game has changed.
Dang.
Yeah.
You were playing on that trial, that free to play, and then Adrian came along. He gave you his account, like you were smurfing.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. Yeah. He set me up to max level. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, Dante.
Say it.
This was something I was thinking about.
Speak your mind.
And it's slightly embarrassing.
Okay.
But no one ever...
Speak your mind, Ryan.
No one ever teaches you how to talk to girls.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. That's so
you know what
true.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
Your parents don't be like... Your parents aren't like, hey, I want you to learn how to talk to girls. I'm going to teach you how. Your friends aren't like that. Maybe every now and then they'll tell you something they said, but it's out of context.
Mm-hmm.
When we first set it up, we were like swiping on people together, like for fun, and then I made him type things for me, right? Like I was like,
really?
Here, I want you to message me for me. And it wasn't anything like crazy, but it was like something in me like was just so grateful, and seeing someone else like talk to somebody like was just like, it was just kind of a game changer for me.
I guess like seeing someone else in action almost.
Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. It was just like validating to know that it's okay to be yourself. That there's not some like rule book out there on how to talk to girls. It's like okay to like I know that's like common sense, but it's like no one ever like instructs you on it. You don't ever get to do like a crash course. There's no Discovery Channel for this, which by the way, that would be a bomb-ass Discovery show. I would watch that. I'd record it. I'd stream it. I'd rewatch it. Meeting girls, like that would be an epic reality TV show, like on the Nature Channel or whatever. Anyways.
Nature documentary.
I'd never like thought of that before, and like now that I have, like that's something I'm gonna have my kid. Like I'm gonna like talk to my kid about that.
No, my dad's the only advice he's really offered was just like kind of just don't regret anything. Mm-hmm. Like just go out there, kind of leave it all out there on the field almost. You know what I mean? Just like be confident. Just don't have regrets. Say what you want to say. It's kind of like his thing, and that's helped me a lot, honestly.
Can you go in more depth of what that means to you?
About what?
But not regretting things.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like don't leave things unsaid. If like you like a girl, tell her.
Yeah.
Kind of don't be afraid of like, because he says like the regret of like not doing something hurts more than like doing it, which I'm like damn,
because at
that's
least
facts.
Yeah, that's good stuff,
right?
That's some good dad advice.
That's some dad talk right there. Like, man, hashtag dad talk. Shout out to Mario.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've always assumed that there's like one way to do it, and all the guys know it, and I'm just supposed to know it, but there's not.
It's really just like trial and error. Like you go out there, you say hi, like for the first time, your voice cracks, and you just like want to die.
Yeah, but just like sometimes I'm just like afraid to like say something that is like, you know, honest about me, but just because I feel like it's not in the rule book, that doesn't exist, and just like it just broke down a barrier, like a mental block.
Like, can you explain what you mean about that? Like, talk about that barrier. Like what was holding you back?
Like sometimes I'd feel like I have to be ultra smooth, or I have to be like really just suave and be really impressive. You know, like I have to say something great when talking to a girl, when really I'm not saying I'm not great. I'm just like,
you were just saying like you figure you have to be like a James Bond type guy, and you're like it's okay to be like a Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, you know?
To me, it's a part of me is like, if my friends read what I was saying, you know, would they think, oh, that's how I would talk
he's
to
a
girls.
simp or like type stuff.
Yeah, or just like, oh, dude, that was terrible. But it's just me.
No, okay, like I gotta say this, dude. That's the thing though. When talking to girls nowadays, like most of the time it's gonna be on text message or whatever. That's always on the back of my mind. I'm kind of paranoid. Like girls can screenshot that and like send it to anyone. You know what I mean? Like if you like try like being like sweet or whatever, they can like screenshot it like, oh, look at this guy like trying to talk to you. It's different, like because if like back then you could just like before phones, like you could go up to girls, you know, try to talk to them. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know, people would just talk about it for like a day and then it'll be done.
Yeah.
But like today, bro, you like DM a girl, she could like screenshot it, send it to her group chat full of her girlfriends, and they could all just clown on you.
Yeah,
for
and you're
like
done
forever,
for
man.
all of them.
You're done. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because then all the girls like, oh, look at him, like trying to talk to these girls, blah blah blah, and then they're gonna have to like that. You're gonna go up and go talk to them. They're gonna have that image of that screenshot in their head, bro, and it's like,
yeah.
It's a different game now. It
exactly.
Really is.
You just feel like you're being judged and you don't know what the right thing to say is. And what I discovered is there is no right thing to say.
Damn.
There are a lot of wrong things to say. Like
That's
really
true.
creepy and just horrible things. Like when we have Sarah on the show, she's definitely going to have to read us all like the terrible Tinder things.
Wait, one guy was really funny though. That's got to be said.
Yeah.
he was like he was respectfully kind of persistent, like funny persistent.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn, you're talkative today.
Yeah.
But no, there's definitely like I feel like a lot of weirdly. I feel like I don't know. Maybe some guys just don't know that line between being like, I don't know, creepy and like
Yeah. But it's I feel there's always like exceptions. You know, like I just feel like we have to say that. But my big point is like there is no right thing to say.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Damn, that was beautiful, Ryan.
Thank you. I feel so much more comfortable putting myself out there after like realizing that. And it was one of those things, just like I'm so glad. I love my friends. I love my friends. It's one of those things.
Love you too, Ryan.
I love you, Dante. It's one of those things where it's just like, you know,
come here.
You didn't
come here.
Thank
you.
It's one of those things where Adrian, he wasn't trying to do anything for me. I didn't even tell him this. He doesn't even know he did anything for me, but it meant the world to me.
Damn, bro. I gotta tell the bros they matter.
Oh, feels good. Feels good.
It does. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think that's a good place to end.
Good point, Ryan. Well, thank you all so much for listening. It really means a lot to us. Please, if you don't already, go follow us on Instagram at No Lines Podcast for some updates, trailers, sneak peeks, and to see more of our gorgeous faces.
We'd love it if you could follow us on Spotify, you know, give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and maybe even like and subscribe on YouTube. You can find us in all 3 of those locations.
Remember to I was just
watch
trying to
Little
think
Rock. What's it called again?
It's called The Young Rock. Watch The Young Rock. Shout out to my man Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Go check out his life story. It's actually really interesting.
Don't invest in eugenics. If you're gonna get your children modified, make sure there's someone there to make sure you don't do something dumb.
Oh yeah, don't overthink with talking to girls.
There is no wrong thing to say.
There is not. Have no regrets, people.
Word.
Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.